Virgin Radio UK on YouTube. But who may we be talking about this very morning? Dapper Dave, over to you again.
If you want music that moves you, then call off the search because we've got it right here. His new album, Monster, is out now. But first, with his cover of A Case of You by Joni Mitchell, please welcome the man that can break your heart with nothing more than a piano. It's the wonderful Tom Odell.
Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a north star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where that's at. If you want me, I'll be in the bar, on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada. Ooh, darling, your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. I live in a box of paintings, and I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those who ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you touch mine, part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. That's right, I'd still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours, and she knew your life. She knew your devils and your deeds. She said, go to him, stay to him, if you can, but be prepared to bleed. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. That's right, I'd still be on my feet.
How was that for you, Tom?
It's probably a little bit miserable for a Friday
No,
night.
it was so beautiful, man.
It's a beautiful song.
Oh, my goodness. Tim in Bury St Edmunds, oh wow, this is what an incredible performance. You know someone has talent when all they need is their voice and the piano. From Fiona and Whitney, watching and feeling so emotional. What an incredible cover, what an amazing voice. Simply beautiful cover. There are no airs and graces about this boy. Joe in Basingstoke's true, though. Tom, tell us about you and Joni Mitchell, because that was, of course, Joni Mitchell's A Case of You.
Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to Blue all week because of it's the 50th anniversary. I don't know if you saw that message she put up on her Instagram, and she said when she put it out, she didn't it wasn't liked. It was panned by the critics, and I was like, that's incredible. That record is just amazing. Anyway, a couple of years ago, I met her actually in Los Angeles, and I was in this crazy room with her and Elton John and Pete Townsend and me. So I sat there and I was like, what am I doing here? Anyway, it's just so good to see her looking so well, because I know she was really unwell. She is one of the greatest songwriters that will ever be. That song, learning it, was like a spiritual moment for me this week. I sat there and every hair on my body was stood up. It is such a stunning song. The whole of the record is. She was touching something profound. It's such a huge honour to have songs like that. It inspires me so much to write good songs.
And when you decide to take that one on for a show like this a few days beforehand, is there any trepidation? Is there any doubt, or you just think, no, I'm going to dive in and I can't give up on this one. I've got to go all the way.
Certainly, and the thing about her songs, I was talking to my who I make records with last night. We were in the studio and we were saying, is that her melody is so free. It's so untethered. She just does totally what she wants. And when you listen to the record, it's not recorded to any click. It's so spontaneous, and you can feel her recording it for probably the first time, one take. And God, I could talk about Joni Mitchell for hours.
I could listen to you talking about her for hours.
She's truly inspiring artist.
Now, when you're baking a cake, you're never quite sure when it's perfectly browned. And it's not dissimilar, I suppose, when it comes to art. It's never perfect. It's just either it's time and time is up, or, and never let perfect be the enemy of good enough. When did you think you were, you had that one sort of off pat enough to play on the radio live this morning? Was that Wednesday, Thursday, or were you still not sure this morning? Or you've absolutely nailed it, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I think I think her version was actually a little bit more positive than that. But I think I made it even sadder than it already was. It was. I think when you add the piano to anything, it makes it a little bit more sentimental.
Right.
And she has that. I think it's either an acoustic or it's that instrument which I've forgotten the name of, which is all over that record.
Okay, well, it's beautiful. I'd love to be in the music fan chamber of your brain for like an hour, because music affects us all differently, and usually in the most wonderful of ways. But I imagine for musicians, it's more profoundly different. What's it like? What's the music fan? What does that song say to you? What is your when you hear a song that particularly affects you in one way or another? How is it? Does it knock you sideways because you're on the same wavelength, or what?
I don't know. It's interesting. Like, I think over the years, as you know, and you've been the cause of this, of like learning a lot of covers.
Sorry,
it's like I come on the radio and
sorry.
And, no, it's great. You know what? It's great. It's the best thing that I could do with my time other than writing songs, because you learn so much when you write.
Okay, in which case you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But the interesting thing about Joni is that the difference between her and a lot of songs is when you learn other people's, can sometimes feel formulaic, and you can almost predict like what the chords are going to be doing and what maybe the melody's going to be doing, and with Joni it takes much more time. It took, usually I can learn a song in like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and it's like this, I had to play it Wednesday afternoon, Thursday morning, and late last night, just to check that I had the vibe.
Well, I love it So what were you doing in that room with Elton John, Pete Townsend and Joni Mitchell?
I was watching Elton's biopic. So it was a couple of years ago, which I loved that film, Rocket Man.
It's really great, isn't it?
Yeah,
So cool.
It was with a live orchestra at the Hollywood Bowl.
Terrible life, isn't it?
Actually, you know what? Elton was amazing to me. I was having a really rough time around that period, and I was really struggling with like these panic attacks I was getting. It was becoming so awful, and I was getting them every single day. And Elton, I don't know how he knew I was in LA, and he said, "Come down to this show," and then. About a week later, he called me up again, and I was back in London, and he was like, "Come down to this other show," and he really sat me down. It's like, "Are you okay?" You know, and it's so, that man is so caring, and I mean, it sounds like I don't know, sort of, I mean, I just distort a very sort of like unremarkable story, but like he really.
No, I've heard it 1,000 times before, Tom. I've literally heard it 1,000 times before. You're actually bang on the money. And Elton was playing live in our field, because I can't believe it's a week ago. It feels like a heartbeat ago. But this time last week, we were on the eve of one of our dine and discos, which I know you know about.
Yeah.
And Elton was our star act for this year.
Oh, wow.
And he was in our tent in our field. And
Wow.
he hadn't played for 18 months, his longest layoff in his whole career. And he was really nervous. And to see a really nervous Elton John was so endearing.
That is crazy.
And you had a similar situation at the Jazz Cafe last week, I know, and you felt the same way. And so I don't know how you sort of counteracted that, but he counteracted it by giving it more than all the beans that he's ever done before, and he gave us sort of extra Elton. Can you sympathise? Can you empathise with how he was feeling?
Totally. I mean, I wonder, was that the longest period he had never performed in his entire?
Since he was 9.
That's insane.
I know.
Isn't it?
I know.
Yeah, and he's such a great live performer.
Yeah.
Did he do all the songs?
Yeah, everything. He did.
Yeah.
It was an hour plus with just him and a piano in the field. It was unbelievable.
Oh my God! You should have
like,
told me about it.
I'm sorry, Tom. I don't have a phone. Maybe I need to get one. Or just, I don't know. You and I should have some walkie-talkies or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So Monster is out a week today. It's a brand new album, and the title track, the second single from Tom's album, Monster, is one of the songs you're going to play. Do you want to play it now, Tom, or do you want to hang on a bit? It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll play it now. Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah, go. I woke up in the night, I found an empty cage. How you got out, I don't know, I guess you clawed your way. You waited there in the shadows, you made me feel afraid. I would've run before, not today. Breathe, close my eyes and count to 3. You're only there if I believe, and you're just a monster, and I'm not scared. You're just a monster, and I'm not scared. Come on and cut me then, if you really must. Don't you realize that you and I, we bleed the same blood? And you got so much power and it makes you feel tough. But can you see that all you need is just to be loved? Breathe, close my eyes and count to 3. You're only there if I believe, and you're just a monster, and I'm not scared. You're just a monster, you're just a monster, and I'm not not scared. You're only in my mind. You're only in my mind. Say it one more time. Yeah, you're only in my mind. You're only in my mind. Tomorrow I'll be fine. Only in my mind. Gotta see you one more time. You're just a monster. Just a monster. You're just a monster. And I'm not scared. You're just a monster. You're just a monster. You're just a monster. And I'm not scared.
It's not all about Tom Odell, you know, on a Friday. Of course, we love you guys. You always brighten my day, but Tom Odell is still amazing. Oh, shut up.
No, I prefer Judith's one.
Is Tom
I'll be honest.
listening? Tom, are you hearing all this, mate?
I'm listening.
It's not. It's our. It's our show. You know that. It's called the Chris Evans Virgin Radio Breakfast Show with Sky, and sometimes Tom Odell. But less and less if this cracks on, mate. I'm telling you. And I stopped trying to steal his thunder. Oh, can you stop it, Sarah? He's stealing our. This is our thunder. It's not ours to steal. This is our radio thunder. We met a couple of years ago. Tom and I, when Tom was with his dad at the tennis, and I was with Tash. Are you following the tennis this year, Tom?
You know what? I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not, which is bad. I've been more interested in the football.
Yeah, I get it, because you love your football. But Nick Kyrgios he's smashing it at Wimbledon.
He's great, isn't he?
Yeah. Did you hear what he did yesterday?
I didn't actually know.
Okay, so what he did yesterday, because he thought it'd be fun, halfway through his match, he started asking the same lady in the crowd where he should serve the ball. Before every serve.
That sounds like him.
I know, it's hilarious. And think how his opponent felt. And he did it on match point. He went back to the lady again and said, where shall I serve the match point serve? And she told him, and he did. She said, why don't you serve it wide to the left? And everybody could hear her. And so he did, and he won the match.
He's such a star, isn't he?
He's a superstar. Have you met him?
No, I haven't, no.
Do you play tennis?
I do, yeah. I play with my neighbour, actually.
Do you play over the fence? By the way, you're looking younger.
Am I?
The lockdown's been good to you.
Yeah, I thought I was looking older.
No, you're looking youthful.
Good.
You look great, man.
Oh, thanks, that's very sweet of you.
Linda from Norwich, have you heard Tom's voice? We're all women of a certain age. No wonder we're all crying. Love you three too, obviously. Oh, there's no obviously about telling us you love us, you know. Just love Tom a bit more right now. It's time to get Tom over and done with, don't you think? How many dance... I nearly really swore then. How many dance songs do you have left to play for us this morning, young man?
I got 2.
Thank God. Just the 2, all right.
Yeah.
If you want to see what Tom's doing, as well as listen to him on the radio, go to our Virgin Radio UK Facebook page, live stream throughout the morning. Go there now for the next song. Tom, you are playing live, not until next year. You're playing it really safe with the live dates. I don't blame you. Of course, but you can go onto Tom's website now. I don't know if there's any tickets still left. What's the name of your website?
There's a couple of tickets, tomodell.com, and we're going all around the UK, and it's worth getting a ticket just to see the smile on me and the band's face when we step on stage. It's going to be over 2.5 years since we've done a show.
By the way, you are welcome at any of our live events this summer if you get itchy fingers.
Are you doing live events this summer?
Yeah, we're doing Carfest North and South again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you want to pop up, Tom, you can. If you want to steal more of our thunder,
yeah, well,
whatever's left, if there's any left.
I like doing that. Destroying you guys.
Yeah, all right, yeah, good. So you're going to play the new single now. This is the one with the video at Wembley Stadium, yeah?
Yes, great. I'm just going to... Yeah, great. Let's do it.
All right, okay, off you go.
I got a one-way ticket. I got a master plan. A letter in my pocket, baby, some roses in my hand. I got a reputation that I'm gonna kill. Ain't got a lot of money or sense, my love, but I got a lot of will. And I heard last night from some mutual friends your too broke to go through this again. And I know they're right. This is now and that was then. I love you too much to lose you again. I feel these little shivers coming down my spine, and every word delivered sends these little rivers coming out my eyes. I got a reputation, but it's gonna get better. Sometimes you gotta tear apart two broken hearts to put them back together. And I heard last night from some mutual friends, you're led up and too broke to go through this again. And I know they're right, that this is now and that was then. I love you too much to lose you again.
That's Tom Odell joining in live with House Martin's Happy Hour. How was it for you, Tom?
Great, I love it.
Listen, thank you for being here so much. It's lovely to
Pleasure.
see you again. Where are you watching the match tomorrow?
Just talking to my tour manager about that, James, trying to get him to find a pub, but we can't. If anyone's got a pub in London that wants to put a few of us up,
Candice Brown owns a pub.
Candice.
It's slightly outside, but there are vehicles that can get you there and back. Right, Tom, we're pushed for time
We'll
now.
talk.
Will you play us out a bit more Joni Mitchell? Tom's album Monsters is out a week today. Current single out now. Tour dates available. Once again, go to Tom's website.
Yeah, tomodell.com.
Right, you're amazing. You've stolen our show. Stop it.
I will stop. Yeah.
All right, off you go. With
Do you want me to do a shortened version? Have you got enough time to do? Because it's very long, this song.
That would help because we crashed Eddie's show last Friday, so I don't really want
That's
to.
fine. I'll do the last verse is a bit complicated anyway, so I'll do it without. Sorry, Joni.
It's doing us both a favour.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and once again, it's Joni Mitchell.
Case of you.
Okay, off you go. From Blue.
Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar, on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada. And the face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'd still be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet. I am a lonely painter. I live in a box of clay. I'm frightened by the devil when I'm drawn to those that ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, you said, love is like touching souls. Your touch, my part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. You're my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink